7 Kurdish Separatist SDF militiamen killed and others injured in 4 days. The attacks took place in the countryside of the Syrian northern provinces of Raqqa, Deir ez-Zor, and Hasaka between the 20th to the 23rd of November 2020. Deir ez-Zor countryside, 3 members of the Kurdish SDF separatists were killed in an attack against their vehicle in the town of East Theban, in the eastern Deir ez-Zor countryside. In a separate attack in Al-Shihil town in eastern Deir ez-Zor countryside, a bomb planted in a truck owned by a commander in the Kurdish Separatist Militia was detonated and the truck was burned totally, and the explosion caused material damage in the area. 4 other SDF separatist militiamen were killed last Friday and several others were injured in a number of attacks against their gatherings in the countryside of Raqqa and Deir ez-Zor provinces, local sources conveyed to the Syrian news agency Sana. In Hasaka countryside, a group of unknown armed men kidnapped a member of the US-sponsored Kurdish SDF separatists in the Twaimeen village of Al-Shaddadi area, in the southern Hasaka countryside. The kidnapped SDF militiaman was earlier kidnapped by the SDF separatists, who enlisted him in their ranks after putting him through a brainwashing and training program in one of their US-supervised concentration camps in the areas they control. What are the US forces doing in Syria? Donald Trump maintains a large number of his forces in Syria to loot the Syrian oil and to protect terrorist and separatist militias fighting against the Syrian people. Despite his talks of withdrawing his troops from Syria, Trump has instead increased their numbers times-fold, as per his former envoy to Syria James Jeffrey.
President Erdogan wants to come to the White House. We have a very good relationship. The ceasefire has held very nicely. We've kept the oil. We stayed back and kept the oil. Other people can patrol the border of Syria, frankly, and Turkey. Let them. They've been fighting for 1,000 years. Let them do the border. We don't want to do that. We want to bring our soldiers home. But we did leave soldiers because we're keeping the oil. I like oil. We're keeping the oil. And we're working with the Kurds, and we're frankly working with Turkey, and we're working with a lot of countries.